Welcome back once again, guys, to another daily dosage of football talks. Welcome to Daniel Talks Football, and today I am going to be taking a deep dive into PSG versus Real Madrid, who will be playing in the Club World Cup on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday they are going to be meeting in the Club World Cup. This is another big game. This is another big game and another must-watch game in the Club World Cup. Do not miss this game for any reason. Do not miss it for any reason because I am telling you, this game is going to serve you even what PSG Bayern did not serve you. PSG and Real Madrid will serve you. So if it is apple you want, come and watch PSG and Madrid. If it is fried rice and chicken you want, come and watch PSG and Madrid. If it is what are they calling it? French roast, I've waited that they call am for Yankee. Come and watch PSG and Madrid and get served. But before I continue, guys, please do not forget to subscribe and like and share. Please, it will not take you anything to subscribe to my channel. Try to support me and try to get me to 1,000 followers. I promise you guys, you will not stop getting football content from this page. You see this page, this page is here to stay forever. This page is here to stay forever, and you will not stop getting daily football content from this page. I promise you. So let's move on, guys. It is no news that Madrid is going to be meeting PSG. First of all, if you guys don't know, I am a bona fide Madrid fan. Don't mind the fact that I'm not putting on a Madrid jersey. I'm about to be neutral, and I'm about to talk something, talk about neutrality now. So yeah, that's why I'm on my neutral wear. So yeah, okay, we are going to be going now, and PSG will be facing Real Madrid. And before I continue, let's get one thing straight. Going into this game, PSG are favorites. Going into this game, let's not try to lie to ourselves. Let's first of all point out the visible facts. The visible facts. And the visible fact of this tie is that PSG are favorite to go, are favorites, in this tie. PSG currently are the favorite to advance to the final. On the other hand, Madrid will not go down without a fight. Madrid will never go down without a fight. Now, if you take a look at PSG's team, PSG is a very complete team. They are a very complete team currently. They don't have a natural striker, but the way they play to complement each other, you would think maybe they have a striker. They don't really have a natural striker. Dembele is not a natural number 9, but look at how he's balling. Look at what he does. Look at how he's pressing. One thing I love about this PSG team is how they press. Have you seen how Vitinha and João Neves press? Have you seen how Kvaratskhelia and Desiree Doué press? They press so well. And another thing about Real Madrid is that so far so good. Real Madrid have improved their game. Now, their last game against Dortmund, they were going very well. They were going really well until Xabi Alonso decided to take off Tchouaméni. I think that should be a lesson. That game ending 3-2 was it did not do justice to that game fully because Real Madrid controlled the game from beginning to the point at which Tchouaméni got substituted. I think Real Madrid controlled that game. And if you take a look at what Xabi Alonso said about Tchouaméni, he said Tchouaméni is the pillar of that attack. He is the pillar, of the team currently. He helped us, in terms of in possession and in terms of out of possession. And if you watch the game, you will see that whenever Tchouaméni is with the ball, sometimes he pushes high and sometimes he drops back. Tchouaméni is low-key like a libero and a register. Is the hybrid of both. A libero like an instance of a player that drops to defend and drops to the midfield. A player that drops back to defend and drops and move up to the midfield is like a libero and a register in a sense that he is the first passer, just like when Tony Cruz was with us, was our controller. Tony Cruz is the first person that kickstarts our build up. That is what he does. Tchouaméni. Sometimes, now don't get me wrong. Sometimes why I call Tchouaméni a libero too, because sometimes when Tchouaméni is acting as a libero, Adagula comes to act as the register. So we are seeing, two registers in Xabi Alonso's team currently. So far so good. Real Madrid have improved their game. So it is not going to be an easy, it is not going to be an easy tie for Dortmund. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for PSG. And on the other hand, PSG still remains, the favourite because you start from their goalkeeper. Donnarumma has been in crazy form since their Champions League, coming off their remarkable Champions League campaign. He has been on form. I will never forget that Liverpool game away at Liverpool at Anfield. He was on fire. He was on fire in that game. And then moving on to Arsenal game, home and away against Arsenal, he was pretty much fantastic. And then you take a look at their right back, Hakimi, one the best right back in the world so far, and the leading front runner for the CAF award this year. I think he has edged Salah in that aspect because look at winning the treble and then going as far as the semi-finals of the Club World Cup, and their favorites to win it because if they get past Madrid, they are definitely beating whoever qualifies between Fluminense and Chelsea. I don't see Chelsea beating PSG, or I don't see Fluminense, beating PSG. They have shown clearly that they are a very strong team and they are very hard to beat. And also, look at their left back, Nuno Mendes, the best left back. In fact, they have the best fullback in the world this season. So you see how they are the favorites to go through. The best fullback in the world. But I still feel like they are beatable. Yes, they are beatable. They have the best fullback in the world in Nuno Mendes and then Achraf Hakimi. And then you move on to their midfield. So far, so good. They have the best midfield in the world. So far, they have the best midfield. Their midfield three complement each other so well. You see Fabian Ruiz, you see Vitinha, and you see João Neves. You see how Vitinha, does more of, controlling the game. He controls the game perfectly well. The best midfielder in the world this season. He snatched that chain from Pedri. Pedri was leading, at some point, but after the Inter tie and everything, and looking at what Vitinha has done so far in the Champions League, in the Nations League, now in this Club World Cup, he is arguably the best midfielder in the world. And then you go to their attack. You see the attack of, Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, Desiree Doué, and then Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele will definitely be started. So this PSG team, so they look unstoppable, but they are stoppable. I'm still coming to that. And then you go to Madrid. You see Madrid so far. Madrid is struggling. Madrid will be without Den Huysen, who have been their best defender, who have been our best defender so far in this tournament. You see how press resistant Den Huysen is. Me personally, I don't like to call him Den Huysen. I like to call him Dean Cruz. Dean Cruz Huysen, because how can you be a centre back and you play like you are a midfielder? You play like you are a register. I can tell you for a fact that Dean Huysen, is one of the pillars of Xabi Alonso's system. He is one of the players that made that Xabi Alonso system tick, and he is going to be a big miss for Real Madrid. Is going to be a big miss for Real Madrid. Dan Pacho is going to be a big miss for PSG because Pacho got red carded in the match against what are they calling them, against Bayern Munich. He got red carded in that match. But the Huysen for us is going to be much of a big miss because of what he offers on the ball in possession for Real Madrid. What the Huysen offers in possession, take a look at his first half performance, his first half passing game against Dortmund, his performances, his passings against Juventus. You will understand what I'm talking about. He is going to be a big miss. This guy can pass with his right foot, can pass with his left foot, and he's also press resistant also. With PSG, with how PSG presses, Dean Huysen would have been, a good addition, if he was going to play. He would have been, he would have solved that problem for us because of how press resistant he is and how PSG player, presses. And Dembele is going to be starting. Dembele presses like a demon. That guy is literally a demon presser. The guy, he doesn't press like, oh, he wants to force mistake. He presses like he is out for blood. That's how he presses. So it's crazy. Dion is going to be missed. He hugely missed, but I still believe in Asensio because in as much as a lot of Madrid fans, are saying, oh, Asensio is rash, oh, Asensio is this. I can still remember Asensio being our best defender last season. And it is not as if Asensio is bad with the ball at his feet. Asensio is good on the ball. Asensio is fast. He has good recovery pace. So and he has this kind of aggressiveness in him. So I still feel Asensio can fill up that gap, not to the brim. Don't get me wrong, not to the brim, but he can fill it up. And then Trameni, who will also be slotting in that defense too in the game. So I feel like we are good. And with how Trameni has been playing for the past 7 months, I feel like he has been so consistent that a lot of Madrid fans and a lot of fans, football fans, don't want to say anything about it. Tchouaméni starts for any team in the world currently. He starts for any team in the world with how he has been playing now for the past 7 months. It was evident that all he needed was coaching. And there have been some talks about who should start between Gonzalo or Mbappe. Or I can't believe this is a debate on football timeline. This is a debate on who to start between Gonzalo and Mbappe. Gonzalo and Mbappe. I don't care the amount of goals Gonzalo has scored. He holds no pin over Mbappe. He holds nothing over Mbappe. Mbappe is Mbappe. Mbappe will forever be Mbappe. Yes, Mbappe will forever be Mbappe, no matter what. No matter what. Even though Gonzalo Garcia has scored 10 goals in this tournament so far, Mbappe will always remain Mbappe. So this should not be a debate. Vinicius and Mbappe should definitely be starting. Do you know the fear factor Mbappe on the pitch is going to cause that PSG defense with Pacho not playing? Do you know the fear factor Mbappe as a player he has? Mbappe as a player, he strikes fear in the opponent's mind. And you are saying we should bench a fear factor player to play an academic player. Why? Just because he has scored 4 goals in how many games? We should think. We are not playing Salzburg. We are not playing Pachuca. We are not playing Al Hilal. We are not playing Juventus. We are playing a team that is going to come at us same way we are going to go at them. They are going to definitely come at us, and in fact I think they are going to come at us more. So we need to be very we need to be very very observant to adapt to their game state. And you cannot have a player like Mbappe because Gonzalo presses, Gonzalo has scored 4 goals, you leave him on the bench. And then you are playing PSG, you leave Mbappe on the bench and then start Gonzalo. So if all goes out, you now bring in Mbappe to come and do what? To come and perform miracle for you. Fucking start Mbappe for me and Vinicius. What are you telling me? If it is possible to even start all my 3 attackers, start the 3 of them against this PSG team. This PSG team that I'm looking at, they are very complete, and you will need some kind of level of aggressiveness to be able to beat this PSG. If Botafogo can do it, then definitely Real Madrid can also do it. This PSG team, yes, they are the best team in Europe so far this season. They've been the best team, but they are still stoppable because no matter what, no matter as good as they were, Liverpool was able to beat them in Parc de France. Yes, Liverpool was able to get the better of them, even them, having more possession and controlling most of the game, most phases of the game. Liverpool was still able to get the better of them in Parc de France. Aston Villa was almost making a comeback. Aston Villa was almost making a comeback against this Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League in England. They were almost making a comeback. And then this PSG team, this Arsenal team that knocked out Madrid without a striker was able to wrestle momentum with PSG. The thing about this PSG is that you don't sit back. If you sit back and invite pressure, they will kill you. They will kill you. So you have to, go at them too. You saw how Bayern was able to make them look beatable. You saw how Bayern was able to make them look beatable because why? Bayern did not sit back. Bayern, kept on going at them. Bayern just lacked quality. They just lacked quality, and it was that quality that PSG used in defeating Bayern. Bayern just lack quality because number one, the reason why Bayern lost was that number one, Harry Kane was trying to do some kind of gimmick that he is not. He was trying to he was trying to play cosplay R9. He was trying to cosplay Benzema. I have said it before. Harry Kane is not a is not R9 or is not Benzema. Harry Kane is a poacher and hold up player. Media have put this thing in his head that he is some kind of playmaking nine. Harry Kane is slow. You will drop deep to the midfield to say you want to create. What if when they need you in the box, where will you be? He will drop deep to the midfield and be opening his winger, start to try to create something. So you see, these are the things. Are the things that made Bayern fall short to PSG. Because when you are playing PSG, you do not make costly mistakes. You don't make costly mistakes. Harry Kane was dispossessed for the first goal because why? He was dropping to the midfield. Dropping to the midfield to do what? Dropping to the midfield to do what? He got the moment he got dispossessed, they scored. Desiree scored. Arsenal was able to wrestle momentum with these guys without a striker. Arsenal had, Arsenal had the better XG. If not for Donnarumma masterclass at the Emirates Stadium and the same the first 15 to 20 minutes in Parc de France, Arsenal had these guys on lock. So tell me, without a striker, so tell me why Real Madrid, cannot beat them. If Arsenal could wrestle momentum with them, PSG and Bayern Munich could wrestle momentum with them. Even Aston Villa was almost making a comeback against the PSG. So how are they unstoppable? How are they unstoppable? Yes, they are a very good team, well structured team, a very balanced team, but they are still beatable. Just try to, just try to be able to, beat their press, play out of their press easily. Their defense is not really strong, and they are going to be missing Pacho. Though, Pacho's miss is not going to be as big as Hoisim's miss for Real Madrid, but I still feel they can still go at these guys. Real Madrid can still go at these guys. They are very, 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 very stoppable. That Arsenal match should be an eye-opener. The moment Bukayo Saka left the right wing to play as a number 9, that PSG defense became distorted. And he could have even leveled the game if not for a mistake, if not for a failed tapping. Yes, if not for a failed tapping, he could have leveled that game. Home and away, Arsenal had the better XG than PSG. They had the better expected goals than PSG. And if not for Donnarumma masterclass in the first leg, Arsenal would have scored. The first 15 to 20 minutes at Parc de France, Arsenal had these guys on lockdown before these guys, could be able to play. So tell me why they are not beatable. Yes, that they are the best team currently in Europe. I don't dispute that. They are the best team currently in Europe. But like I said, they are very, 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 very beatable. They are a very, very, very beatable team. So that is just it. That is just, my own hypothesis on it. It is going to be a tough game for Real Madrid. A very, very tough game for Real Madrid. Not going to be an easy one. But I still feel Real Madrid, can get something from them. If Real Madrid can lock in and play these guys, Real Madrid can actually get something. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think PSG are still unstoppable or they are stoppable? I will be under the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Please, once again, don't forget to subscribe, to this channel. Please try to get me to 1,000 subscribers. I promise you, I said it. This page, you see this page, Daniel Talks Football. It is here to stay. It is here to stay. Daily dosage. In fact, disturb me with your orders of football. I live for football. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like, share, and comment. Thank you, guys. See you in my next video.